last tournament before the Olympics. How much confidence does that win on the weekend give the group heading into Paris?
Yeah, heaps of confidence, I think. Obviously, being able to knock over the Kiwis in the semi was really good just for the belief within the group moving into Paris. So I think, yeah, the more momentum we could have created leading into the games, the better. So I think we're in a really good place.
Yeah, obviously winning the final is great, but does that win in the semi potentially mean more heading into Paris considering the rivalry with the Kiwis?
Yeah, I think both playing France twice as well as New Zealand gives us lots of confidence. We lost the last couple of times to the Kiwis on the series, so to get a win over them was really good, but likely to cross over with France in a semi-final if all goes to plan in Paris. So to have 2 games against them as well was really helpful.
Charlotte, what is the vibe in the camp? There must be a lot of belief.
Yeah, definitely. You can probably see them in the gym having a good time after 30 hours of travel, and they still have lots of energy and bouncing around. So I think we're in a really good place. The girls love playing for each other. So I think the more belief we can find in the group and within ourselves, the better. And it seems that we're really finding that now.
And obviously your front runners, early goal. How do you sort of manage those high expectations?
I think all season we've sort of set the bar high, and we wanted to obviously finish on the podium come Paris. So we started the season with 2 wins in Dubai, Cape Town, and then to, I guess, finish the season where we started was really good. But I think, the standard that we hold ourselves to is definitely really high. So I think, if anything, we'll be the most disappointed to not come away with a medal.
Charlotte, you obviously won gold famously in 2016. How do you feel that this team ladders up in terms of that incredible team in Rio?
I think obviously in 2016 we won the World Series as well. So I think, that's obviously a good starting point to lead into the games with. But there's a great vibe within the group at the moment. There's a lot of belief. We've got some amazing athletes in the team, and everyone really wants to play for each other. So I think, I'm just really excited to play with them, and hopefully we get a performance they deserve.
Can you explain to us what it means as a sevens player who obviously travels around the world, plays in the World Series, but what does this Paris Olympics mean, especially after Tokyo? You didn't have the crowds. What's this one going to mean for you going out there?
I guess we were disappointed with how we went in Tokyo, but for us it's just, I guess, one other time that we can showcase the game that we love in front of millions of fans around the world. So I think it's really important for our group just to show how good our team is. We've obviously been successful and have been at the top of our sport for such a long time, but the Olympics is sort of when everyone's there watching, and hopefully these girls will get some great recognition for a really good season.
Charlotte, it's not every day that people go to potentially 3 Olympics. How does that make you feel?
It's exciting. Obviously, I've been playing the sport for a long time now, and it's a hard sport to play, let alone go to 3 Olympics with. So I'm pretty proud to hopefully be able to achieve that, and to be able to do it alongside Shani Williams would also be pretty special.
It's a huge event, the biggest in world sport. What advice would you give to some of the younger girls to not sort of get caught up in the hype and to not be overwhelmed with everything that happens at the Olympics?
I guess we're lucky that most of the girls went to Tokyo as well, so we've got a lot of experience even though they're really young. But it'll be a completely different games, obviously, without COVID. So it'll be a much bigger event, and there'll be a lot of distractions that could, I guess, get inside of our bubble. But we're working really hard with our sports psych as well, just to make sure that we all stay connected and focused within ourselves rather than getting distracted by external factors.
Charlotte, can you just talk about missing Singapore and just that sort of, I think it was the first time about 5 years you missed the tournament. How did that sort of help with refreshing you and sort of that perspective of being back at home while you're watching the girls play?
I was super proud of them. Obviously, it sucked not being there, but I really wanted to get a good training block in, and we had such close tournament turnarounds. So for me, I just wanted to get some good running in and get back to my fittest. So I think I achieved what I wanted to, and I was really happy with the work that I did back home. But being able to watch the girls and the growth that they had as well while I wasn't there was, really inspiring, and I was proud of them. And really disappointing, though, I guess, to lose Maddie Ashby and Lily Dick in that tournament. So, we're just not taking anything for granted and making sure that we play for the other girls as well.
Charlotte, we saw the big effect that sevens rugby, your gold medal, had in young women wanting to play the game all over Australia. We obviously saw the Matildas packed houses, what that's done for soccer. What is your dream as a sevens player in terms of what this Olympics could do to inspire the next Madison Levi's or the next Charlottes as well?
Yeah, I think it's just awesome to see how many girls have the opportunity now to play all different types of sports and become professional athletes in it. And for us, just getting more eyes on sevens, because we obviously play in difficult time zones a lot of the time for Australian fans. So, yeah, we're hoping that in Paris, obviously, everyone will be watching and, yeah, be able to inspire lots of young girls and boys to keep playing rugby and stay involved in rugby. Obviously, it's in a challenging space at the moment, so I think, yeah, it's really important for us to do well.
Charlotte, about a month and a half out from the Olympics. What does this period look like now?
We have a couple of days off, and then we're back in, and then we're going to Brisbane for a training camp with Japan and Fiji, and then we're home for a bit, and then we go to Montpellier for a pre-Olympic camp, so we'll be back over there for a couple of weeks. We'll train against South Africa and then head into the village.
Charlotte, in comparison to other Olympics, what are you most excited about for Paris?
I think like the city itself, like Paris is an incredible city, so to have a games, yeah, somewhere like that's amazing. And then I think this is just a really special group of girls, so I think like every event that I've played at I've loved and has been, yeah, special to me, but I think this group really deserves to get a good performance in Paris, so I'm just excited to be able to lead them.
Charlotte, just after that semi-final, where you've gone through an emotion like that, conversion after the siren, that comeback, what do you say as a captain to really sort of refocus them and, prepare for a final against that as formidable France side?
Yeah, we obviously made sure that we like celebrated it. Everyone was extremely happy and excited, but we had such a big gap. So once we got back to the hotel, we sort of switched off, and then when we went back out to warm up for the final, we had to switch back on, and it was just about staying composed. Obviously, in Perth, we let ourselves down in the final by kind of just missing that one against Ireland. So we just made sure that we didn't make the same mistakes again, and yeah, just remained composed. And I think that French girls came out so hard in that first half, so we weathered the storm really well, and then kind of put them away in the second half, which was great.
You had a very famous figure in Antoine Dupont who was celebrating after. Can you just tell me about having a guy like that who obviously really wanted to celebrate with you, and also what kind of pointers could you give him on being a world-class sevens man?
Yeah, it's obviously kind of surreal for us having him just run into our change room and stuff like that. But I think that just shows like one of the special parts of sevens is that community aspect that we have, and we travel the world with these teams all the time. So it's probably one of the only sports in the world, I think, that has that crossover of countries and both men and women celebrating together. So yeah, the girls were definitely excited to have him in the change room, and I think they were having skull-offs with him and stuff like that, which was pretty funny. But yeah, he's awesome. Like, we get photos with him all the time, and he never says no. He's always extremely nice, and I think he's, yeah, just a great role model for us to look up to.